This is the biggest AI artist in the world, who just made history to be the first to have an AI song on the official Billboard charts. With 6.3 million streams on Spotify right now, How Was I Supposed to Know is the song in question. But if you take a look at the album that this song is on, you'll find out that every single one of these 24 songs is used with the exact same formula and AI prompt. I'm not joking. This isn't just derivative like how all AI songs are. It is an exact copy and paste of every single song. I'll let it speak for itself. A piano line and hum? Okay, what about the second song? Another piano line and hum? Okay, what about the third song? 3 for 3. Okay, what about the fourth song? Miscarriage Blues is the name. Identical, and I'll go more into it later, but it goes on for the entire album. Every one of this person's songs, even continuing on her next album as well. Every single one of them is the exact same, and I'll go more into depth later. But who is this person in the first place? Well, this is Zania Monet, which I've already talked about briefly on this channel before, because she was the person who got signed the multi-million-dollar deal to Timbaland's very, famous classic producer that everybody knows in the industry, who's made iconic songs, iconic production. Well, he in his later years has decided to start an AI artist record label. And this girl, AI artist, whatever you want to call it, okay, fake person, they are the flagship example. They are the flagship representative of the label so far, who has gotten the most popular. And as you can see, AI artist Zania Monet debuts on the adult R&B airplay chart with How Was I Supposed to Know? It marks the first time an AI artist has made an appearance on Billboard's radio chart. So she is getting radio time as well. She is getting put into the regular rotation of what comes up on people's stuff. And I can't help but think it's a specific deliberate choice to get this pushed onto radios as well, because the only person I know who listens to the radio still is like my parents, like my mom. So to try to get this normalized with listeners who are generally just passively listening to radio in the first place is their strategy of how to make AI songs, artists normalized, and just generally what you start to hear more. But man, if you just look at her profile, it's astonishing how lazy you can get. And we'll get more into the music as I was talking about more at the start. But if you take a look at like the album art and the singles, take a look at this, man. These are all the singles that were dropped and the cover art that follows them. Look at this. This is fucking comedic. Just the same AI photo of this person, just in different hues? Really, man? You have all of like the resources where you don't even have to create art yourself. You just type in a sentence and you can't even type in a different sentence? How lazy can you get? Like, of course, all of this is a new level of lazy inherently because it's AI art, AI songs that just take a bunch of prompts. But specifically what I'm noticing with this project of Zania Monet is that they are pushing the envelope to purposely be as lazy as possible and still get it to succeed. As to prove like a point that, yeah, we are going to do the bare minimum, the most bare minimum as possible with this art, and it's still gonna succeed. And you're still gonna eat up the slop. It's seriously gross. And you see it with the art here, you see it with the songs, you even see it with the titles. Like normally, I'm not that guy to point out, grammar errors, but come on, man, this is a joke at this point. No space after the comma here on your official song title that has nearly 4 million streams. Okay. Come on, man. And don't even get me started with her latest single called Daddy with this single cover right here. But surprisingly, it's actually not what you would assume it would be about with, that title and kind of like weird album art as well. It's actually about this AI artist's relationship with their father, apparently, which is a consistent theme that Zania Monet talks about. And that's the weirdest thing. These songs aren't like fun pop songs. They're not like carefree, just like stupid, whatever. They're emotional songs. songs. They're emotional ballads that are specifically supposed to evoke an emotion out of the listener. Her most popular song is about her relationship with her parents and father as well, which they just try to completely copy and paste with this latest single. So there's also that level of this being gross, that this AI artist is trying to capitalize on like emotional and serious topics in the most stereotypical ways to try to relate with people. Like, take a look at this song, Miscarriage Blues. That's the title here, man. A robot talking about their miscarriage to try to connect with real humans. It's deranged. A Mother's Love, Midnight Confessiona. Okay, what even happened here? Is that supposed to be confessional? They don't love like grandma did? What is this title, man? Hello? But going back into the most important part of this, which is how I started off the video, I do want to play the intros of all of these songs to fully demonstrate and show that all of them, and I mean all of them, are copy and pasted and used with the same AI prompt to put out the whole 20+ song album. Because this is intentional. They are trying to make a point to be as lazy as possible, to spit in our faces and tell us, yeah, we will do this and it will still succeed. So as I showed earlier, it's the same formula of this piano line and then a hum right after, and it continues. This is the 5th song. 5 for 5. Number 6, Social Media Lies. 6 for 6. 7 for 7. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Number 8. Number 9, and what you start to notice too is that you just get like completely repeated piano lines, like the exact ones that you feel like you just heard. It's not just derivative, it doesn't just sound similar. You start to like get exact sounding lines in the same key with the same notes again and again. This was 13. And this was 14. Dude, it's just the same. It's like the same. It's like literally like the same notes, 1 to 1. And that's just back-to-back songs. They don't care. And they are telling you that they don't care and showing you how little they will for the future. Because believe me, there is AI technology out there that can make 10 million times more of a, more interesting song than this. It would still be terrible and it still sucks no matter what. But they are purposely not putting in any effort, man. Like the free trial version of some of these platforms can do more. Your average AI song you've heard is doing something more musically than this. I keep saying it, but it's just so true. It's a purposeful effort to be as lazy as possible. 18. I mean, you guys get the point. I mean, I don't have to go through all of these. It's like, you get the point. You could go through it all yourself. And as you see with all of these AI artists, they release music in a record time. So she released another 2025 album with only 7 songs this time around. But you would think they would at least even put in a different prompt into their system for this one, but they don't. They just don't. It's the same one. These were just the scraps left over from one ChatGPT session. Like when I tell you that this literally took them less than a day, I mean it. It's just all the same. It's all the same. And it's 7 for 7 on this album as well. But this has also been happening simultaneously with so many different other AI artists getting ridiculous numbers in record amounts of time that it starts to raise the question for another conversation. That's how many of these people are bots? How many of these streams are genuine real people who are listening to it versus monkeys on computers? Because there's this other person who has been making waves as well, Breaking Rust, who just a couple days ago on stream, he had 2 million monthly listeners when I looked at it. Now he has nearly 2.5 million monthly listeners and has a song with nearly 5 million plays, Living on Borrowed Time. And it's the same formulaic AI garbage that you would expect. But I then scrolled down to see all these other fans also different artists that pop up and suggested, and I start to see all these different other AI artists and people that have crazy numbers I've never even heard of before. Kane Walker with 940,000 monthly listeners, hello, but his most popular song barely just has over 1 million. These numbers are not really adding up, and this guy only started releasing his songs in September. longer. With Breaking Rust, who's even bigger, he started in October, man. October 11th was his first song that he released. So I'm supposed to buy this guy has all of these numbers this fast, all of these streams this fast, and it's completely organic? Bullshit. There's no chance. I really think there's this concerted effort from a lot of people who are paying for streams, botting the system, which we already know there is a problem with Spotify, and they're doing this to try to like inflate the numbers, make it more normalized, get their names out there to just, in general, just make this more normalized so they get more money. So you also have to take that into factor when you see a lot of this stuff, is that how much of it is genuinely even real in the first place, or people just trying to convince you that it's real? Because take a look at some bullshit like this. Another person I just found, Outlaw Algorithm, incredible name, nearly 400,000 monthly listeners, but his most popular song has 230,000. Now, this is like just the most obvious case where the numbers don't even add up, man. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was just like a set group amount of people who were making all of these different accounts, all these different AI accounts, buying bots to make all this normalized. And you think that there's a lot more people listening to this than there actually is. So yeah, keep on the watch of that, but that's gonna basically do it for this video. I thought it was very important to talk about. And for any like future videos or AI things that come out, I'm going to be covering them as well with a different variety of content. So if you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more videos exactly like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for the patrons for helping out the channel. If you want exclusive access to a Discord server where you can call in in my streams and talk about, your hot takes or anything for tiers 2 and 3, you could get that, as well as a shout out at the end of the videos. But I appreciate everybody very much, and I'll see you guys next time.